For years, I've had the same blank wall over my bed. I've never minded the blank space, but it's time that I fill it up. Fill it up with the perfect frame. If there was any time I was going to be able to capture the perfect frame, it was going to be during my family's annual trip. All my life, my family has been going on these impeccable adventures, and I've only been able to capture them with the iPhone that I had in my pocket. Now, I not only had the perfect camera, but also the perfect lens to capture this glorious trip. The Sigma 16mm f1.4. The legendary wide-angle prime lens from Sigma, known for being one of the best value lenses ever. For a full trip of landscapes and scenery, this lens was going to be the perfect match for my Sony ZV-E10. With this setup, plus other tools I'd picked up in preparation for this once-in-a-year opportunity, I was guaranteed to capture the most impeccable photos and videos I ever could have dreamed of. This was it. This was my one chance to capture the perfect frame. After a night touring Hollywood Boulevard in Los Angeles, we settled at our first major stay in prep for Yosemite National Park. The whole trip we were not only seeing Yosemite, but also Sequoia National Park with a visit to Las Vegas. I was eager to get all the perfect photos and videos I wanted, but little did I know in this moment that nearly everything would go wrong. My shots were going to be very far from perfect. My mission, a complete disaster. Right from the get-go at the tunnel view, which sees the El Capitan, Half Dome, and Bright Idol Falls in one shot, I was hit with some major problems. My stabilizer could barely handle the weight of my camera, my microphone, and my lens combined. I, also being new to stabilizers, likely didn't balance it correctly in the first place, leading to unusable footage like this. Lugging around the stabilizer didn't make it any easier for me to enjoy the moment either. I mean, the Bright Idol Falls are right in front of me, and all the footage I shot on accident I did in slow motion. Walking up the mist trails with water pouring all over me. This was not what I was expecting. I couldn't even record with my camera. I didn't want it to get damaged. I hiked up all that way just to use my iPhone for the shot. And the problems with my stabilizer became even more apparent at the upper and lower Yosemite Falls.
Why is it low-key unbalanced? It's unbalanced.
I mean, the limitations in photography showed when my prime lens, one that can't zoom in, limited me from getting the photos that I wanted. Before heading to Sequoia National Park, we hit Kings Canyon National Park, and I couldn't get the shot I envisioned when I saw a deer that was so close to me yet, unfortunately, too far. I barely had footage for this video in the first place. I mean, later on I eventually gave up recording entirely. Currently trying out recording on this setup with no stabilization. I'm just tired of using the Crane M3. It's just the setup with the Sigma 16mm lens and the Crane M3 just provides too much of a hassle. But there was hope. Despite all national parks prohibiting drones completely, we found a spot to fly it. The beautiful town, Three Rivers, California, had some golden hills I'd never seen before. Maybe this was my chance to get the perfect shot. After a disastrous attempt thus far. Maybe I just have to fly. I crashed the drone on the opposite side of a lake, with no way to get it than by crossing the lake by water. Luckily, there were a couple of strangers willing to help us get all the way out to the 2-mile distance from which I crashed my drone. I was happy that I retrieved the drone, and I felt incredibly lucky every step of the way getting it, but I felt beat up with scratches all over my arms. The sting of the stickers around my ankles was still there. Despite my anticipation for this chance to get the perfect frame, I clearly failed. And it seemed like the whole vacation was just at a loss. Nothing worked. Then I realized something. It wasn't the quality or the gear that I used that mattered. It was the times when I just cared about hitting record that made things perfect. It wasn't flawless because it objectively was, but it was flawless because I took it. I had to let the moments speak for themselves.
We have conquered the mist trail.
Sean! We did it!
Mom.
Oh my god, I made it. This is insane. Let's go over there. Let's go over there.
Oh shoot!
Go. It was only when I let go of my obsession with quality that I neared towards the perfect frame. And now, I finally have it.